Yeah,
We want to do.
absolutely, and just make it continue, man, and kind of just
Mm.
making a transition just with regards to the training and the development. Because I mean, some people will see you make that game-winning shot, or they will look at all of your success, and because you make it look so easy, for those with the untrained eye, they might not realize the energy, the time, the attention, the endless reps, the film, the stretching, the rehab, recovery, things of that nature, that all those ingredients lead up to what it takes to become the type of pro athlete that you are. So when it just comes to the training and the development, what does your training routine look like, and how do you stay sharp both physically and mentally throughout the season?
Um, I'd say, you know what? I got injured early in my pro career. I got injured my first pro, like my first year pro, like in the first month of the, I broke my ankle, and I think it was a blessing for me because it kind of just put everything into perspective of how quickly you could lose everything.
That's real. Yeah.
So from since then, I've never taken any day for granted. Basically, well, you do. Everyone always does. But as far as loving basketball and playing it for as long as I can with the passion I do, that's what kind of set me on that path. So when it comes to working out, I work out as often and as frequent as possible. So during the summer, it's basically every day I'll be in the gym. It's just a matter of being able to get the access, which is another whole different story. But part I'll be able to get to the gym most days. And yeah, it's a simple routine that I go through. It's just about staying sharp, working on the stuff that actually is effective for my game.
How does Steph work on his floaters, Trey, all these players? But again, if it doesn't apply to your game, then it's kind of useless. So for yourself, like, was it through you getting exposed to the GB brand of basketball where you started to train like a pro, or what contributing factor made you shift that thought process and just take your training to a whole nother level?
Honestly, it's just growing in the game and just learning outside of just the regular stuff. Because when I was developing my game when I was a 19, 18-year-old, I was a three-man. So, and Steven Hansel, my coach Steve, he was a two combo guard. So we used to do a lot of pick and roll stuff, a lot of pick and roll actions, reading the game, and we do a lot of shooting, a lot of different things. And as I got older, I realized I'm not even in it for that time. It was great, but then when I got into the pro level, I'm playing the 3-4. I'm not doing pick and rolls. Or is there much point now in me working out in that? Not really. So kind of crossed that off. I figured out what type my body type is and how I move isn't the same. So I could be the same height as Michael Jordan. I'm 6'6", but I don't move like him. Who do I move like? Okay, Charles Barkley-ish, Carmelo Anthony. So what did they do?
That's I like that, man. I like that. And what would you say is like one underrated aspect of training or preparation that you think young athletes overlook?
Fundamentals is literally, that's the basic and the base of everything. And it sounds basic, it sounds silly to say, but it really is key. Like if you can't, like my handles, I don't need to have breakdown handles, but I work on specific what I need my handles for, which I need a base level of, yeah, I need to be able to dribble the ball to get to where I'm going and do all this type of stuff. And shooting, I start from close range and then I move out to my range and that's it. A lot of people now just start at the three, straight go into the gym, start taking threes. And then when it comes to them getting run off the 3-point line now, they've got no mid range. They've got no floater because they don't understand that at a higher level, you're not gonna be able to make layups because there's gonna be 7-footers in there trying to.
Yeah.
So it's like it's just about self-awareness and learning the fundamentals of your game, and even to say with that, like, okay, fundamentals means dribbling, shooting, passing, all that type of stuff. But then it does come down to self-awareness at the same time.